In this demonstration I'm going to show you how to apply formatting to your pivot table. When Excel creates a pivot table it applies basic formatting, but you'll probably want to adjust that so that it looks just the way you want. First thing I'm going to do is to switch off the control panel here. They call it the field list. You can do it either by clicking the cross in its upper right corner or on the options tab of the ribbon, pressing the field list button. That switches it on and off. First thing you'll notice is the numbers are not formatted. We know that's currency, but somebody else looking at this pivot table might not realize that, so we need to format it. Simply right click on any one of the cells that contains a number, choose number format. The familiar dialog box pops up. I'll choose currency and 0 decimal places, and now that's correctly formatted for me. Excel has placed grand totals for the rows and for the columns. If you decide you don't want either of those, simply go to the Design tab and you can switch them both off, or maybe have grand totals for just the rows or just the columns. I think it's useful to have them both, so I'm going to switch them both on again. I don't like the fact that the columns are different widths, so I'm just going to make them the same width. You do that in exactly the same way as you do in Excel normally. That's select the columns whose widths you want to change, adjust the width of the rightmost one, and they'll all change to that. My headings here are left aligned. I want to centralize those, so I'll just select those and apply the centering button. I don't like the way that Excel has put labels here, sum of salary, row labels and column labels. I want to make those more meaningful, so I'll change sum of salary to total salaries. I'm just over typing what is there. Click on the cell that says column labels and type departments, and click on the cell that says row labels and type offices. Again, I might want to make that column a tiny bit wider there so that I can read what I've typed. And finally, the color scheme. On the Design tab, Excel offers a wide range of different ready-made color schemes. You can even create your own here, but I'm going to choose one of these. Point at any one to see how your finished pivot table is going to look, and when you're satisfied with the one that you've chosen, just click it and that color scheme is applied to your pivot table. More options up here on the Design tab. I can choose banded rows, for example. I could even choose banded columns. Don't like that. Take it off again. And I might want to make these cells at the bottom here slightly different, so I can go to my Home tab and just simply change the color to whatever I want. Make it dark green. Highly customizable. Just use the tools that are available to you in Excel to customize your pivot table. And remember, if you want to go back and do some more work on your pivot table, you'll need to switch the tools on. So click on your pivot table, go to the Options tab and choose Field List, and you're ready to continue working on your pivot table. In the next demonstration, I'll show you how to group items on your pivot table.